Hey guys, Nika with Copa. This video is actually about what I would tell myself, my younger self, before building anything at all. The video is not about advice or about regret, just overall clarity. Because some of the hardest parts about building are things that I never expected and things that I thought initially maybe would have mattered so much. Turns out they don't really matter much at all. When you're younger, you think building is about speed. You think it's about momentum, about quick wins, and thinking that showing up early is validating enough that you're on the right path. You expect progress to just feel obvious, and when it doesn't show up immediately, you begin to doubt yourself. What I didn't know about building back then was that real progress almost feels slow all of the time. Not because nothing's happening, but because most of the progress isn't visible yet. The early stages aren't exciting at all. They're quiet, they're repetitive, they're filled with long stretches where you're doing all the right things without any confirmation that they're actually even working. I used to think that once you start winning, so to speak, that the work gets easier, the workload gets lighter, and that couldn't be further from the truth. What happens is you just get stronger. Responsibility compounds quietly, decisions start to matter more, and the cost of being wrong increases tremendously, even when nobody else sees it. Another thing that I wish I understood sooner is how normal uncertainty really is. I thought that confidence would just show up once I got more experience. What I've learned is that uncertainty never really goes away. You just get better at carrying the responsibility of that uncertainty. Building isn't really about eliminating all doubt, it's more about learning how to move forward while carrying the burden of doubt and the uncertainty of it all. And that takes patience. And I mean real patience and not passive patience. The kind of patience where you show up and go to work every single day and do all of the right things when there's no clear sign that you should even keep going. And that's something that nobody really prepares you for. Consistency isn't just a habit, it becomes part of your identity. There are long seasons when building a company that are not exciting, when no one's really watching, and when real progress only shows up in hindsight. And if you don't learn how to respect that phase, it's very hard to survive it. Looking back, early on, I spent way too much time worrying if things were happening fast enough. What actually mattered was whether or not I was still showing up, whether I was still learning, and whether or not I was still willing to be uncomfortable. If I could sit across from my younger self now, what I would tell him is stop waiting for confidence to show up, stop looking for motivation, and just stop measuring progress with how it feels in the moment. Focus on becoming someone who executes consistently, even when the work feels boring and the outcomes are unclear. Because those moments aren't signs that you're failing. Most of the times, those moments are signs that you're on the right path. That's the part that nobody explains, and this really is the work.